as a company, as we grow, we're now Silver Hammer Mining Corp. It really defines what we are. So as an investor, I'd be looking at that blue sky potential in the exploration side, how we're planning to produce out of it, but also the silver side. I mean, it's silver, it's gonna go. We all know that, we're all here for a reason. And having assets like we do in the jurisdictions that we do in Nevada and Idaho, like we're primed.
This is David H. Smith for the Morgan Report. We're here talking to Silver Hammer, introducing and talking about the project with Morgan Lekstrom. And we're going to learn some pretty interesting things here. Just disclaimer, I own shares in Silver Hammer, and I've toured the property, and I'm a real supporter of it.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for having us on here.
So give us a thumbnail sketch of what's going on and what may be happening going forward.
With our Silver Strand project?
Yes.
Absolutely. We acquired the property it would have been May. We have already started drilling. We went back into our underground, we rehabbed it, we drilled in a new drift, we put in a new drill cuddy, we're surface drilling, we're going to be drilling from underground. So everything that we said we're going to be doing, we've done quicker, we've done it with speed and efficiency. So
Great.
It's really exciting.
Given the great depths of many of these projects in Silver Valley that have been around for a long time are still finding really good deposits of silver, what's kind of unique about what you've got going on, or certainly unusual currently?
Yeah, I mean, we're in that typical Revette formation. That's the same as the Sunshine Mine. That's Sunshine veins that produce 100 million ounces of silver. We also have a gold credit on our property, so that's unique to us. What that means for people is as we produce silver, we'll be producing gold as well. So only having a mine that's ever been mined to 90 meters down and having that Revette formation, that typical host for these large silver ore bodies, is now we just need to drill it, find it, and build it.
And you're still pretty shallow yet historically from what has been seen in the Silver Valley, right? Which indicates there could be a lot more depth of deposit below that.
Yeah, the typical deposit goes down about 1,800 meters, and we've only touched the first 90, so we're really excited to drill that and get down further with it, just like the rest of these mines have been built on.
Is your gold found particularly within the context of the deposit, or is it in discrete locations, do you think? Or?
It's hosted in the same mineralized area, so as we are producing the silver, we will be producing gold. All of our samples have come back with gold grades in them up to 9 grams a ton from underground. Most mines are built on much less than that. So we're happy about that. We don't know how far that gold credit goes down, but we're hoping it keeps going.
Right. Well, now, if you were to think about the prominent aspect of the value proposition of Silver Hammer for investors or potential investors, how would you describe that? What is the big thing that kind of intrigues you most?
I'd say we have an extremely tight share structure. Our shares out are only 37.4 million shares. We have 3 high potential tier 1 assets, properties that we're past producing silver mines, high grade areas. The old adage, best place to look for a mine is in the shadow of a head frame or where there's another mine. So we're following that. As a company, as we grow, we're now Silver Hammer Mining Corp. It really defines what we are. So as an investor, I'd be looking at that blue sky potential in the exploration side, how we're planning to produce out of it, but also the silver side. I mean, it's silver, it's gonna go. We all know that, we're all here for a reason. And having assets like we do in the jurisdictions that we do in Nevada and Idaho, like we're primed.
Talk about the Nevada assets, which are fairly recent for you and sound pretty exciting, just what I've seen from the news release.
Yeah, so we got Nevada assets finalized this month in September, and I went down there with the gentleman we got them from. It was a share structure deal. Their first asset is Eliza. It's in the historic Hamilton district. That district has a mine called Treasure Hill. That was that 1860 to 1870 silver rush that produced 40 million ounces of silver and turned into a ghost town. Super high grade on our property. We're on the south side of Treasure Hill. So a grade's up to 18,500 grams a ton came out of the mine that's on our property. And they had no geological knowledge. There's been no modern work done out there. So we are actively working it. We have a pretty good idea of the model now, and it's exciting. We think it's huge. And then the Silverton asset is the other Nevada asset. that has that Round Mountain style gold deposit on one half of it, and it has a silver deposit on the other that was also past producing at 30 ounces 30 ounces a ton. So
Will you be doing some drilling on there, say over the next 6 to 9 months?
yeah, my plan is to get some meaningful drill targets in the next few months here and get drilling. If we're anything like we say we are, and which we are, we acquired Silver Strand and 4 months ago, and our drills are turning. So we're moving at speeds that most don't.
Well, that's really great. So is there anything that you'd like to mention or deal with more deeply that we haven't talked about in our short interview today?
No, I mean, it really is that story of a great share structure, an unbelievable team in the background of highly experienced capital markets people, highly experienced exploration people, and myself being the mine building type person. So we have that three-pronged approach, not only in our assets, but in our team as well. It keeps us focused on what our core duties are, building a silver producing mining company.
And what is your longer term view of how that would happen? Would you potentially start putting in some production yourself over the next couple of years, or would you maybe JV, or how might that look?
I mean, right now we want to. We're not against exploring any opportunities, but we want to build the silver company. So, the Silver Strand is probably the nearest to production. Define the resource, define the mining method a bit better, and look at how we're going to turn that into meaningful production.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I've really enjoyed speaking with you here today, and we've followed your company, the Morgan Report, and we've participated in your initial placement, so we're real happy for where things seem to be going.
Yeah, you know what, we're really happy too, and the whole market's doing what it's doing right now. We're looking forward, we're looking a year out, we're looking 6 months out, and everything that we say we're going to do as a company, we've hit those milestones or exceeded them. So I'm looking to keep hitting milestones, exceeding them. Drill results will be coming, sample results from Eliza and Silverton will be coming. So there's no shortage of catalysts coming out for us.
That's great, and so thank you so much, Morgan, for Silver Hammer and enlightening us on where you are and where you're headed.
Thanks, appreciate it. Thanks, David.
Take care.
Bye.